Hello, Trinity family. This is Pastor Dewar, and this is your Theology in 3. Today, I would like to read for you a selection from my favorite chapter in all of Scripture, Revelation chapter 7. We'll start with verses 1 through 4. After this, I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth, holding back the 4 winds of the earth, that no wind might blow on earth or sea or against any tree. Then I saw another angel ascending from the rising of the sun with the seal of the living God, and he called with a loud voice to the 4 angels who had been given power to harm the earth and the sea, saying, "Do not harm the earth or the sea or the trees until we have sealed the servants of our God on their foreheads." And I heard the number of the sealed, 144,000 sealed, from every tribe of the sons of Israel. Now, I love this passage because this passage is split into 2 sections. And the first half is about the church militant. That is, the church as an army, if you will, but not an army we typically think. We think of armies with guns and swords and weapons that kill. That's not the kind of army we have here. This army is an army to go out and share the love of Jesus, and they will suffer in the process. Even as an army suffers losses, so will the church militant. And so what's really great about this passage is that there's this conversation about things sealed. There's a guy who shows up with a seal. This angel has a seal, and he seals 144,000 people, the army of God. And here's what's going on with this seal historically. In the ancient world, whenever you would sign something, you would press your seal into clay. So if you are wealthy, you would press a seal like this into clay. This is a modern one. You can find them on Amazon. They're not expensive. This is for wax, so I put some seals on here. You get the wax hot, you press it on here. Now, in the ancient world, they would seal things in clay, and then they would, if it was a binding agreement, they would fire the clay, and we still have contracts from thousands of years ago because of this. If you were poor, you would seal it with the hem of your garment, but if you were rich, you would have a seal. And the seal would then say, this is the signature of the king, or this is the property of the king. Maybe they might put a seal on a jar of wine or something like that, and say, this is the king's jar of wine. Don't drink his wine. Sometimes they would seal individual people. That means they might take and brand someone like a slave, not very comfortable to imagine. Or they might tattoo the person and say, this person comes with the authority of the king because he has the seal on him. Now, this is important because this metaphor is helpful for understanding Revelation 7, when he says, don't harm the earth until we've sealed the people of God. And what he's doing is he's saying, these are God's people. They come with his authority. They come to preach his message of love and forgiveness and salvation. They come with his authority, and they are protected by him. And this is a very comforting thing for us as Christians, that no matter what we face, no matter what persecutions we might endure, that we are protected by God. And as we preach the gospel message, we are preaching it with his authority. And so I love this passage because it helps us look at the world around us and the trials and the hardships we face, and we say, you know what? Yes, this is bad. But at the same time, I'm sealed by God. I am chosen by God to share this message. And as I share that, I can be assured of his protection, his love, his grace. And if, as in every army, I'm one of the soldiers who dies, I will live with him forever. And that's one of the reasons I love this passage. I pray you have a blessed rest of your day.